Hey guys, it's Jen. Welcome back to another edition of New Makeup Sunday. And if you're new to my channel, this is something that I do every single Sunday where I go through all of the packages that I got throughout the week, unbox them all for you guys, and just do some swatching and playing around and let you know kind of like my first impressions on all the products. We have a ton of fun, so if you love hauls and you like swatches and just getting a little bit of info on all of the new makeup that's coming out, definitely hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss a video, because like I said, I do these every single weekend. And today we have a ton of new stuff, including the new BH Cosmetics palette. I have some new palettes from the Balm. I have an Ulta haul with some more palettes. It's actually very palette heavy this week. I have some new skincare, some new things from Milani. So let's go ahead now and jump into the video, and I'll see you back here afterwards. Good morning guys, it's Monday. I just got a box from CColor Cosmetics and they sent over a whole bunch of their brand new dupe palettes. So I'm really excited to show these to you guys. They just launched on their website, so I will leave that link down below. I also have a coupon code with them to save you 10%, so I'll put that up on the screen. And just for full transparency, it is an affiliate code, so I will earn a small commission if you do make a purchase using the code. Just wanted to put that out there. So let's go ahead and check out some of these palettes. So the first one is called the Frost. And I did see this one on their Instagram last week, and this is a dupe for the Kylie Cosmetics Nice palette from her holiday collection. And I actually have a dupe for this one already that was from Face Candy. It was one of the Shop Hush brands, and it was the Sahara palette. And I really love the color story on that one. I use that Sahara palette all the time, so I'm excited to see what the formula is like for this one, because I felt like the Face Candy one was a little bit powdery and I had to work a little bit harder to build up some of the shades. So I feel like this one may be a better dupe than that one, just because CColor's palettes so far have really been impressing me. So I am very excited for this one. And then next we have one called Birthday Blast. And this one is pretty obviously, I think, a dupe for Kylie's birthday palette. It's really beautiful. This one is kind of the same layout and packaging as their Around the World palette, which is the Urban Decay Born to Run dupe. And I absolutely love that palette. So very excited to see how this one performs, but I really love all of these colors. And then next we have the Juicy palette, and I believe this one is a dupe for Kylie's, is it the Vacation palette or the Summer palette? It's one of those two, but it really is absolutely gorgeous warm tones. And I remember really wanting to try Kylie's version of this, but her palettes are just really expensive and I don't feel like the quality is completely worth the price. I would rather just spend a lot less and get ColourPop, but I do really like her color story. So I'm excited to try out these same color schemes just in way cheaper palettes. And here we have the Bronze palette. And this one looks like it's a dupe for Kylie's Bronze Extended palette, I believe it is. I think she had originally come out with like a 9-pan bronze palette, and then later she came out with one that had more shades in it. So I'm pretty sure that this is a dupe for that one. And then this one is the Peach Royal palette, which is clearly a dupe for Kylie's Royal Peach. It's just backwards. And I do actually own that one. That's the one and only Kylie palette I have. So I'll be able to do a comparison between the two. And this one is again just a really beautiful color story. I love the pop of blue and green in here, and it actually smells like peaches, this one, so that's cool too. And then next up we have Whimsical, and I bet you can probably guess this one is a Norvina dupe. Again, I do have the Bad Habit Norvina dupe, which is called Luna, but I'm always excited just to try a new formula and see if this one might be a better dupe than that one. So I will keep you guys updated for sure. And then they also sent over these Too Faced dupes. So they're dupes for the Natural Love palettes, and they have this one, which is called Soft Natural, and this is the one that has both the shimmer and matte shades in it. And then this one is called Matte Natural, and this one's an all matte palette. And they even have like the pattern on the powders that the Too Faced ones have, and they also smell very similar to the Too Faced. They kind of have like a vanilla coconutty scent to them, so that's really cool. I also like the little tins that they come in. These are really cute. And I do own both of the originals of these two, so I can definitely do a comparison if you want to see that. And then next up we have the Fantasy Glow Kit, and I believe this has got to be a dupe for one of Anastasia's glow kits, but I don't own any of them, so I'm not sure which one this is a dupe for. You guys would probably know. If you do, definitely let us know in the comments, but I'm guessing that's exactly what this is. And then last but not least, they sent over the Pore Filler Stick and Holograph Stick. I wonder if these are maybe Milk Makeup dupes. That would be kind of interesting. So anyway, let's go upstairs maybe under my ring light so I can do a few swatches of some of these palettes and kind of get a feel for what the formulas are like. So let's do a little swatching of the Frost palette first. So let me go into this shade right here. This is one of my favorites in the Sahara palette from Face Candy. Already, I can tell you this one feels better than the Sahara one for sure. It's way more buttery and just holds together really well. It's not quite as flaky. And let's try this yellow. These are really, really smooth. I'm definitely impressed with these shimmer shades so far. Let's try like a couple more, and then we'll do the mattes. So here's the darker purple shade. This one is kind of more satiny, I would say. It doesn't have as much sparkle as the others. And here's that rose gold, or kind of actually peachy. That is beautiful. And then here's this white shade. It's actually kind of got a little gold to it. It's not a pure white. So those are really, really impressive. Let's go ahead and try out some of the matte shades. So I have this orangey coral right here. And then this one is more of a dusty pink. And then this one is like that deeper wine color. So the matte shades are definitely more on the powdery side, and as I kind of smooth them out, they're looking a little bit better, but they're not quite as pigmented as I hoped they would be. They're a little bit, like this darker one was definitely a little more patchy, but again, it doesn't mean that they're not going to apply well to the eyes. They just do remind me a lot more of the Face Candy formula, where it was a little bit more dusty, a little more powdery, and you need to kind of build them up a little. But the shimmer shades in this palette definitely, at least in a swatch, feel way, way better than the ones in the Sahara palette. But I can certainly do a whole video on this palette, or maybe like a video of all the Kylie dupes, and let you guys know how they apply to the eyes. And then I also just want to try out this one because I'm curious to see if the shadows are different in these little tin packages than in the cardboard. So let's just go ahead and do some shimmer shades first. No, I mean, it really, they also feel extremely smooth and buttery and hold together nicely. They don't have that flakiness to them, and they're nicely pigmented as well. Let's do a few matte shades, especially this blue, because blues are always really hard to formulate. I'll do kind of this coral shade down here, and then this deeper one. Okay, so these mattes are swatching very similar to the other palette. I mean, this feels like it's the same formula, just different packaging to me. So again, we'll have to see how these mattes perform on the eyes. They're not super impressive in a swatch, but you never know. Sometimes palettes just don't swatch that well. I also just quickly want to swatch one of these Too Faced dupes just to see if the formula is any different on these as well. So let's go ahead and just try some of the shimmer shades first. So far, the shimmer shades feel just like their other palettes. Again, just so smooth, so buttery, and just a beautiful sheen to them. Right, and then here's a few of the matte shades. So these actually, well, not necessarily that one's kind of patchy, but these two actually swatched a little smoother than those Kylie dupe palettes. So the mattes in these ones might be a little bit different, but the shimmers feel exactly the same and they're amazing. I love the shimmers in the CColor palettes, but again, I'm gonna have to just test these out on my eyes. So if you wanna see videos on any of these dupe palettes, definitely let me know in the comments below and I can put those together. Good morning, guys. It's Tuesday. I just got a box from Origins and they sent over their new Plantscription Retinol Night Moisturizer with Alpine Flowers. So just a little bit about this product. It says it's packed with pure high-grade retinol and Nature's Age erasers. Our powerhouse overnight moisturizer visibly diminishes lines, pores, and uneven skin tone. It says instantly you have enhanced skin moisture and renewed radiance. After 4 weeks, smoother feeling skin, 8 weeks, less visible lines and pores, and then 12 weeks, more even looking skin tone. So it looks like this is already available at origins.com and Origins stores. It's $64. And then they just have a little card here, how to use retinol like a pro. It says to use their anti-aging power serum first, which I actually have this and I really, really like it. It's an awesome serum. Then use the moisturizer. It says to use it every other night for 2 weeks to sort of build up a tolerance to the retinol and then increase to nightly. And then it says to use their SPF 25 anti-aging cream because especially with retinol, you definitely want to use a sunscreen. It can make your skin more sun sensitive. And then they just have a little FAQ here. It says, should I apply retinol nightly to start? They just say, you know, that you need some time to adapt to it. They recommend using it every other night for the first 2 weeks. If your skin is freaking out, should you stop using it? They said some amount of irritation, mild redness, warm tingling, or flaking is normal when you first start using retinol, and it could take up to 4 weeks. And then, just like I was saying before, you need to use sunscreen because it definitely makes your skin more sun sensitive. So I'm gonna just open this up and put a little on my skin and see what it feels like. So the texture of this feels very thick and balmy, very similar to a lot of other overnight treatments that I've tried before. So I think it's going to be amazing for dry skin. Not sure if it'll be too heavy on more oily skin types, but I know for me personally, this feels like it's going to be really, really hydrating and moisturizing. So I will definitely keep you guys updated. I've been getting a few new skincare products lately, so I'm going to have to do another skincare updates video at some point coming soon. So stay tuned for that one. Good morning, guys. It's Wednesday, and I totally forgot the other day to show you these new lip glosses from Persona Cosmetics. They came in on Monday, and I actually do have some photos that I can share with you of me wearing them already so that you can see what the colors look like. But these are brand new. They just launched this week, and they're called Season 1. They come in 3 different colors. You can buy them individually for $16 a piece, or also in this set for $36. So it'll save you about $12 since all 3 would be $48 if you bought them individually. And on the box, it says that these are a comfortable sheer nude lip gloss infused with almond oil, avocado oil, and shea butter, and that they're high shine, non-sticky with a light vanilla scent. They're also vegan and gluten-free. So I'll just go ahead and swatch these on the back of my hand really quick so you can see what they look like. This one is the shade Peach. So this is a really beautiful kind of warm toned peachy shade. These are kind of sheer as well, so they do show up on your lips, but they're not going to be like full pigment color. They're just really pretty though, and they are completely non-sticky. They almost feel like a liquid lip balm or like a thick lip oil. They're just really nourishing and hydrating. They don't feel like your traditional sticky lip gloss. They have more of an emollient, like buttery feel to them. So I don't know if I said already, but this one is Honey, and I think it's probably my favorite shade. It's just like the perfect nude gloss. It's so beautiful. And then the last one is Toffee. This one's the darkest of the 3, but it's really not so dark that it's going to be overwhelming. If you shy away from bolder lip colors, it's really like the perfect way to add a little bit more color to your lips, but to not be crazy bold. So here's what all the colors look like side by side, and I think they did such an amazing job choosing these shades because I think they would be flattering on just about anybody. Even if you get the set with all 3 of them in it, I think you could wear any of these colors no matter what your skin tone, and they would just look really, really beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and insert photos of me wearing each of the shades that I posted on my Instagram page the other day so you can see kind of what they look like on. And that way you can really see what I'm talking about when I say that they're all really flattering, and I could just go out of the house wearing any of these shades and feel totally comfortable. They're not overpowering or overwhelming. They just add a really nice sheer wash of color to my lips and make my lips look a little smoother and more hydrated. So overall, I'm just in love with these. And I also do have an affiliate code for Persona Cosmetics as well. So I'll leave that up on the screen for you. It'll save you an additional 10%. These are also going to be at Ulta very soon as well. So if you don't want to order from the Persona website and you want to go ahead and just grab them when they're at Ulta, like if you have points or something, you could definitely do that as well. My code's not going to work at Ulta, obviously, but like I said, if you have points, it might make more sense to just buy them there instead of using my code. So anyway, I just wanted to share these with you guys because if you are a nude lip gloss lover like I am, you are going to flip for these. They are so amazing. Hey guys, so I just got my order from The Balm, and they were having a 50% off site-wide sale last week, so I got their 2 new palettes. They're called What's the Tea, and there's the Iced Tea palette, which is cool shades, and then Hot Tea, which has warm shades. So I can't wait to open these up and do some swatches. So first let's start with the Iced Tea palette. This is the cool toned one, and this one actually opens to the side. It has a really large mirror in it. It has magnetic closure. It's a really nice solid feeling palette. It is on the larger side though, so just something to keep in mind. But inside the palette, you have 9 different shades as well as a black eyelid primer and then a neutral eyelid primer. So I'm going to show you kind of what that's supposed to look like here. So what they do basically is change the look of the shadows. So right here, they swatched all the colors with no primer. And then here you have all the shades swatched over the neutral primer, which just basically amps them up a little bit and just makes them look a little bit more vibrant. And then here you have them over the black primer, and it completely changes the color of some of these, which is really, really cool. So why don't we go ahead and just do a couple of shades over the different primers and see what happens. All right, so here's the black eyelid primer, and wow, that actually is a lot deeper than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be way more sheer, but I suppose that's kind of how it works to really change the color. And you would definitely wanna just blend it out a little bit, so that's what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll just blend it down my hand here, and then I can swatch a couple of different shades over it. All right, so there's the black one, and then we'll just do the neutral primer next to that. All right, so let's see how this works out. So let's try that Kiss and Tell shade. This is the white kind of shade, and what I'll do is I'll swatch that with no primer here. So it almost has like a really pale lavender shift to it. It's absolutely gorgeous. Then we'll just swatch it over the neutral primer. So yeah, it just kind of amps it up ever so slightly. It's so pretty. I'm in love with the shade. It's kind of satiny. It's not overly shimmery at all. And then let's do it over the black primer. Look at that. That is so cool. Oh my goodness. All right, let's try out another shade. Let's try this one right here. This is called the 411. All right, so that one is stunning as well. That is a beautiful, beautiful color. And then here it is over the regular primer. It really doesn't look too much different. I feel like it just looks a little bit shinier and more vibrant, but definitely still the same exact color. And then here it is over the black primer. This one actually doesn't change too much over the black. It might be just like the tiniest bit deeper, but for the most part still looks like the same shade. I think this black primer might work better for some of the lighter colors. Let's try this one right here. This is called He Said, She Said. So there's with no primer. And this is kind of interesting actually, because in the pan it looks lavender, but on my skin, it looks almost golden. I think it's lavender with a golden shift to it. Let's go over the regular primer here. Again, just a little bit shinier looking, but not different. And then this is over the black primer. Yeah, that's the one that looks like it's kind of like a pale greenish gold. It's really, really beautiful over the black. Very, very cool. Let's see what happens to this blue shade right here. Okay, so, I mean, crazy intense by itself, not even over primer. That's insane. I think the Balm has one of the most underrated formulas ever. There it is over the regular primer. And then over the black. Yeah, so these deeper shades, like I said before, they don't seem to change too much over the black. Maybe they get just a tiny bit deeper, but I don't think it's anything that's super noticeable. But these lighter shades definitely change quite a bit over that primer. So this is actually one of the coolest palettes I've tried in a long time. I'm really, really excited about this one, and I think these shades are just stunning. Like, even if it didn't have these primers, I just feel like these colors are so beautiful. And it's also cool toned, which a lot of you guys are looking for these days. I actually just did a video on cool tone palettes this week, so now I have a new one to play with. Let me just go ahead and swatch some of these matte shades really quickly, because I didn't even touch those, but I'm curious to see what the formula is like. I'm sure it's great because the Balm's matte shades are always fantastic. All right, so here's that one. Yeah, I mean, really pigmented. These do have a bit of fallout. I would just recommend tapping your brush off before you go to apply them. They're just super soft, so you're gonna pick up a lot of product. All right, and then moving on to the warm tone palette. This one is adorable. It actually has little teacups. It's so super cute. And these shades look beautiful as well. So let's go ahead and just do the same thing. We'll just swatch them over each primer and see what they come out like. All right, so let's do the black primer over here again. And also this primer feels really creamy and soft. It's not sticky. It just feels really nice. And then here's the regular one. All right, so let's dive into some of these shades. I definitely want to try some of the mattes over the primers because I didn't do that with the last palette. So let's go in with this one right here. This one is really pretty. It's called Word on the Street. So that's what it looks like with no primer. And then here it is over the neutral primer. Oh, that almost kind of deepened the color a little bit. It actually looks kind of peachier over on this side. I don't know if you can see that. And here it just looks a little bit darker. And then here we go over the black primer. And how weird is that? That almost made it look lighter. Is that possible? I was thinking it was going to deepen it up somewhat, but it actually looks like it's a lighter pink now. That's really cool. This one I actually got 3 completely different colors out of, which is really crazy. Okay, so now let's try a light shade here, like a light shimmer, like in the last one. So this one is kind of like a really pale gold shade. And then here it is over the neutral primer, and then over the black. So the black one seemed to just deepen up the color a little bit, but didn't really change it too much. Let's try this greenish one down here. Very similar to the one in the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette. Yeah, like it looks green in the pan, but it swatches brown and then just takes on a green shift depending on the lighting. And then over the neutral primer, and then over the black. Oh, that is interesting. Look at that. So over the black, it actually looks green. It looks like it does in the pan. But over the regular primer and just on bare skin, it actually swatches more brown with just a little bit of a green shift. That is stunning. I would definitely wear this shade over the black. That is so beautiful. All right, and let's try this deeper gold one right here. There we have it over bare skin. Over that primer. And then over the black. That one changed it slightly. Over the black, it looks more like, almost like an antique gold. And then here, it just looks more like it does in the pan. So this one is a little bit crumbly. It has a little bit of fallout. It's super, super soft. So yeah, this one was definitely full of surprises, especially this one up here, which completely made it lighter. And then this one here, which changed it completely to green. Like, it is so cool. I'm obsessed with these palettes already. I cannot wait to start playing with them. If you guys want to see a video on them, let me know down in the comments below. Hey guys, I just got my BH Cosmetics order in the mail and I picked up the new Daisy Marquez palette. I got so many requests to review this one, and honestly, I've been buying all of BH's new releases lately just because they've been killing it. They've just been so good and the formulas are amazing, and this one in particular looked like it was going to be a pretty unique sort of setup and color scheme, so I'm really excited. Let's go ahead and open this up. Okay, so packaging wise, this one is probably not my favorite packaging, but it's certainly interesting. It's kind of chunky. It comes in almost like a box, and then the lid here is actually magnetic, so it just sticks right on. You open it up and there's the palette, and then it comes with this little mirror that you can stick right in here. So it kind of creates like a little vanity for you. So isn't that really interesting? I've never seen something quite like this before. Let me just take the paper off of here so there's not so much glare. So here are all the shades. Let's just do a little close up so you can see. I think it's just a really interesting mix of shades, and the way that they laid it out, you have 2 rows of mattes on top and then 2 rows of shimmers down here. It's a really colorful palette, but I would say this side of the palette is really colorful, and then this side is just more neutrals and kind of muted colors. So really, if you want the color, it's going to be over here. And even then, this one, and this one aren't super colorful. So you really just have maybe like 5 colors that are a little more on the brighter side, and then the rest is pretty easy to wear. So something about this too is kind of reminding me of the ColourPop holiday palette from 2017 that I was obsessed with. So let's bring this upstairs. I'll take that one out and see if it's as similar as I'm remembering. It may not be. And then we'll do some swatches. Okay, so the palette that I was talking about from ColourPop is All I See Is Magic. So let's just see if this one is at all similar. Actually, kind of. I do see some similarities, especially again if I cover this brighter side right here and then look at all of these more muted colors. This shade looks identical. I don't see this one. There's no black. This one looks very similar to this one right here. I mean, similar vibe. This white one is pretty much the same. These pinks, I mean, there's definitely some similarities. I don't think that they're exact dupes by any means, but just something to keep in mind if you do already own this palette right here. There might be some similar shades in it, but I would say that the number of shades that are the same are really limited. There's only really a few. So let's go ahead now and do some swatches of this palette. I'll do the shimmer shades first, and then we'll try some of the mattes. So what colors do I want to try? Definitely this green right here. The purple, maybe this blue. We'll just start out with some of the more colorful shades. Whoa, that is some crazy neon right there. Okay, let's go with this purple. These are very, very pigmented, very buttery and soft. The blue. I don't know if I just didn't pick up enough. Hold on. Okay, that's a little bit better. Right, and here's some more. We have this bronze that is really beautiful. This kind of rose gold shade is also gorgeous. Then we have like this silvery gray. That one is really beautiful too. It has a little hint of blue in it. All right, I guess we'll just keep going here. I want to really just kind of swatch all of these and see what this looks like all swatched out. Because I've learned that sometimes you look at palettes and you see them in the pan, and then when they're all swatched out, they can look better, they can look worse. It kind of helps you to visualize, I guess, which colors you would pair with which. So that's all the shimmer shades right there. Okay, so mattes feel amazing, actually. Whoa, look at that. They're incredibly pigmented and just really soft and not a ton of fallout either. I mean, wow, BH Cosmetics is really not letting me down these days. And they're so affordable too that it's kind of like a no-brainer with some of these palettes. If you like the colors, you can pretty much be guaranteed that the formula will be good. I can't say that I've always felt that way about them, but definitely their last several palettes have been fantastic. All right, so then we have this dark brown, like a mint green, and then a black. Look at that black. That is crazy. All right, and then here's the last one. This one's called Passion Fruit. So here's what the entire palette looks like swatched. Let me just move this out of the way so we can just look at the swatches and not see anything in the background. So formula-wise, this feels amazing. It's incredibly pigmented and at least in a swatch performs really well. So I'm excited to try this one. If you guys want to see a video on it, as always, let me know down in the comments. Hey guys, it's Friday. I just got a package from Milani. Oh, and this is, my son just got home from school and he made a T-Rex puppet out of a paper bag. Isn't that so cute? Anyway, here's the new Hypnotic Lights Festival collection. It says this is available on MilaniCosmetics.com and also at Walmart now. And it comes with 3 of the Hypnotic Lights eye toppers in new colors, as well as the Hypnotic Lights, oh, it says eye topper again. Oh, wait a minute. This is actually lip topper, I believe they wanted to say. So this one is $10.99, each available in 3 shades. This one is also $10.99 and available in 3 shades. So why don't we go ahead and just take these out and do some swatching. All right, so here's just a look at all the colors in their packaging. So these look really, really gorgeous. Look at this purple. Isn't that so pretty? And then here's the lip toppers and what those look like. So I'm just gonna open each one up and swatch them all so you can see what they look like on the skin. Okay, so first here are the eye toppers. So the first one on the left is Desert Heat, and then the second one is Electric Forest, and then the purple one on the right is Cosmic Meadow. So these are really gorgeous. I love the formula of their eye toppers. I think they definitely compete with the Stila ones. They're really, really great. And then here are the lip toppers on the bottom. The first one on the left is Moon Glow, and then the one in the middle is Wanderlust, and then the last one here is Pixie Dust. And these smell exactly like vanilla, like cupcake batter. They smell so amazing. Now I'm just ready to go eat some cookies. So anyway, just a little bit of info. It says that these pack a glittering punch with duochrome pearls and a soft cushiony texture. And then these say they're a high-impact duochrome eye topper in a water-based lightweight formula that dries quickly for a shimmering finish. Layer on top of eyeshadow to give a dazzling prismatic effect, or wear alone for a wash of glittering colors. So like I said, I have tried the eye toppers before and I think they're really, really good. And then the lip toppers, I'm not sure how much use I would get out of them personally, just because usually iridescent or metallic lip colors can tend to like accentuate the lines in my lips, and I have really, really liney lips. So if you don't, and that's not an issue for you, I think they probably look stunning. But just for me personally, my lips are so wrinkled that I try to stay away from anything that's like overly metallic. I mean, obviously I'm still gonna try them out and I'll definitely let you know and report back if you're interested. But I'm thinking out of this collection, I'll probably use the eye toppers the most, and these are just gorgeous for spring. Hey guys, it's Saturday. I just got a box from Colleen Rothschild, so I wanted to just share this with you really quick. This is their new turmeric and neem oil brightening mask. It says that this helps to balance, calm, and hydrate the complexion. It's available now on their website. It's $48. And it says that it's for skin that lacks luster, feels deflated, and is prone to inflammation. So it says that it gives you a brighter complexion, impurities are drawn out, irritation is soothed, and dryness is quenched. It says to apply an even layer on clean skin, leave on for 5 to 10 minutes before rinsing, maybe applied 1 to 2 times per week. So it's supposed to brighten and condition, soothe and calm, soften and hydrate, and then firm and strengthen the skin. So it sounds really, really good. Let's just open this up. I haven't even opened this package at all. So, oh, they sent over a nice headband. That is so cute. I love this, just to keep the hair out of your face while you're masking. Okay, so here it is. Let's just open it up and try a little bit on my hand. So here's what the mask looks like. It has a little bit of kind of an herbal scent to it, I would say. Nothing too strong though or overpowering. It also has these little beads in here, so it feels like it's slightly exfoliating as well. All right, so I'm just gonna let this sit on my hand for a few minutes and then rinse it off. All right, guys, so I'm back, and this is the hand that had the mask on it. I left it on for about 5 minutes, and I have to say this hand definitely looks and feels visibly softer and smoother compared to this hand right here. It just feels like baby skin, very soft and smooth. So I can definitely let you guys know about this in a future skincare update video. I also have been thinking about maybe doing a whole video on my favorites from Colleen Rothschild. So if that's something that you would want to see, definitely let me know down in the comments below. I was also at the mall earlier today, and I stopped into Ulta and grabbed some of these new Essence palettes. I've been getting so many requests to talk about these. I know a lot of you guys really loved those ones that they came out with over holiday that had the heart-shaped pans, and you said they were a really great formula. I never ended up grabbing those, but I saw these new ones and they claim to be really pigmented. It says here that they have high color payoffs, so I was just really excited. Plus, I think these colors are so beautiful. So there are 3 of these palettes total. I believe they're $14.99 each. I got 2 of them because the third one was just more bright colors that I didn't think I would use that much, but this is the natural look one. And inside you have 24 shades, both matte and shimmer finishes. This one has a nice mix of warm and cool tones as well. So very excited to test out this formula. I'll show you the other one first and then we can do some swatches. So the second one I got is called Party Look. And this one was more of a cool tone palette overall, I would say. It does still have a few warm tones in it, but it has a lot of purples and mauves and silvers and grays. So this one was really pretty as well. I couldn't decide between the 2, but I think what I'm going to do is probably swatch one of them, and if it's really terrible, I'll just return the other one without touching it. I'm trying to think of which one I should swatch because I have a feeling if one of them is going to swatch better than the other, I think it's probably going to be this one because usually purples and cool tones don't swatch as well. So I kind of don't know what to do right now because if I swatch this one and I love it, then I'm going to keep this one and it may not be as good. If I swatch this one and it's terrible, then I might not keep this one. What should I do? All right, I'm going to go ahead and just try this one, I guess, because if this one is good, then I know this one probably is good as well. So let's go ahead and just start with some of these purples because these are going to be the ones that may not swatch the best. The silver down here. Actually, that one went on really smooth, nicely pigmented. This one, a little bit streaky, but not too bad. Let's do the silver. The silver one has more of, I would say, like a crumbly texture. It's not as smooth as the other 2, but really, really pigmented. I mean, I don't mind how it feels as long as it applies nicely. And it really, I mean, look at the shine on these guys. All right, let's go in for some more. We'll do a few more shimmer shades and then go in with some of the mattes. That one is really sheer. It's almost more like a topper. That bronze swatched really well. I have a feeling warmer tones like that are just gonna perform better. I'm guessing the other palette will probably be a little better than this one, but this one is definitely not performing badly, at least swatch-wise. All right, so let's do a few of the matte shades now. So here is that darker matte purple. I would say it doesn't show up quite as deep as it looks in the pan. It's a little bit more on the sheer side. This one too, this is like a deep charcoal gray. Again, it just isn't as pigmented as it looks in the pan. It looks really dark there. And then I have this really light lavender, which again, yeah, it's just really sheer overall. But that's not to say that they won't perform well on the eyes, so I will definitely have to test this one out. So I'll have to play around with these for sure. If you want to see a video on these larger ones, definitely let me know down below. And then I also got these two new Essence palettes. And again, there were 3 of them, but the one I didn't get looked like it was all pastels, which I probably wouldn't wear. So this first one is called Follow Your Heart. These are 9-pan palettes, and here's what it looks like on the inside. It just had really pretty warm tones, nothing too dark or over dramatic, which I really liked. And then this one is called Beautiful, and on the back, it looked like it was all green shades and it was taped shut, so I couldn't open it in the store, but I was really excited when I saw this color scheme because it looks like it has like these really pretty olive and khaki shades in here. But sadly, when you open it up, it's nothing like the picture on the back. Like, what the heck? It's all neutrals except for this one pop of orange right here. It's just such a letdown, unfortunately. I was really wanting it to be this right here. I would totally make this palette myself because I think this is so beautiful. So anyway, let's go ahead and just see what these swatch like. I'll do a few shades from this one first. This one is actually all mattes except for this one shade down here. So see what they're like. Wow, so that matte is actually quite a bit different than the ones in that other palette. Wow, look at this one. These are really super pigmented, actually. Let's see this one here. All right, the deeper one is a little bit less intense. This one, I mean, once you smooth it out, it's not as patchy, but not quite as intense as it looks in the pan. But these two were really impressive and definitely swatch a lot better than the mattes in this palette, which were way more sheer. These ones definitely pack a serious punch. So let's try some of these. We'll dig into a few of the shimmer shades and see what the shimmers are like in these palettes. So a little on the crumbly side, but very pigmented. Yeah, I mean, I have to say, I think I like the shimmer shades in these larger palettes a little better, and the mattes in these ones a little bit better. These just kind of have a lot of fallout to them. They're a little bit, like I said, a little more crumbly. Let's try a couple of the mattes in this palette just for the heck of it. But again, like, I have to play with these on my eyes and see how they perform that way. Swatches don't always tell the story, as I always say. Yeah, look at these mattes. These mattes are really great. At least in a swatch. Again, we'll have to see, but really nice pigment. They feel like really soft and really velvety. So anyway, I can also do a video on these two, or maybe I could do like a whole Essence video with all the new palettes. So whatever you guys want to see, let me know down in the comments. All right, so that does it for this week's edition of New Makeup Sunday. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to hit that like button down below. And also, I love chatting with you guys in the comments, so let me know down below what you thought of all the products this week and what you'd love to see reviews on. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.